Good morning, this is Stephanie with Growing from the Woodpile. With Growing Beauty number 2. Please say hi. Hi. Today our goal is, I have 2 days before I have to go back to the ranch. And my goal is to take down the shade cloth and do some garden cleanup. It's getting kind of crazy out here. I do get to come back for a week in October, and I have decided I am going to pull up this mulch and put down some weed barrier because the mulch didn't hold the weeds down. And I'm not going to progress the garden into this area. Look at this Roselle Hibiscus. It is amazing and beautiful. Look at these flowers that open up. This is in just one of these little buckets right here. And I'm going to have to start doing my research of what you do besides making Roselle tea, but I guess you can make a jam out of this. This is just one. It's just a beautiful plant. So, shade structure that we're going to work on. I'm going to have to buy the new adapters. Maybe I'll add in the video what ones I want to get. The shade cloth was from Amazon and it's ripped to shreds. So, one, it was cheaper, and two, the cattle panel at some of the rough edges here catch it and tear it. So I don't know what I should do going forward to next year. Oh, I little spider. That's how long I've been in there before. You have a whole little huge spider web going on. Because I haven't been in there in a while. That's a heck of a mess, and we'll have to get through it. I did come through last time. Oh, I scared her. She jumped all the way up there. I will leave you alone because you are scary good. Sorry. I need to get on this before it gets too hot. I need to clean up a bunch of things. I did plant some tomatoes that I bought from the nursery last time. And figure out what's going on with some of my drip system. I have some plants dying. Oh, kitty jumping behind me. Kitty sleeping in front of me. But first things first, this is the before picture. As much as I would like to get to the grassy areas, I don't really see that happening. Maybe I'll pull out some of the big weeds before it goes to seed and see how much the garden kitties help me. They don't help a lot. But they're good entertainment. All right, let's get on this. Progress update. Got all of the shade cloth down. I know we're still going to get some 90 days, temperature days. It is only the 1st of October. Hopefully it won't kill. Oh, don't got a whole lot to kill it. Most is all hot weather stuff. Haven't done a great job with the cool weather stuff. I need to look at my planting guide and see what I can get in. And hopefully if I have time and not pure exhaustion, I will try to get some fall crops in by seed. This year I'm just giving myself grace and might just have to buy some plants. Still plan on going through and doing, let's just do a rough, what I want to clean up. Here's the bag of the shade cloth there. Should just throw it away, it's not any good, but I cheap. And I don't know, maybe I should do a little piece over here of these strawberries. And there's some chamomile in there, hopefully it lives. So not a whole lot of cleanup in here, maybe some dead strawberries. Over here, the pepper plant's bed, the hot bed, is needing some, I don't understand. These, my favorites, dying. This, Tabasco paper, huge. I don't know what's in there without looking. This melon plant that seeded himself does have one right here. I'm just going to keep letting him go. Jalapeno plants in here, most of them died. I did buy a new one in there. Hopefully he works. Plumeria plant, I think I should have covered his base. I think I done damaged him. Not a whole lot of cleanup here. I got to figure out this whole grasshopper thing. See over here, lots of lots of growth of peppers. On the other side is a Thai basil, I think. Basil I need to clean up. Over here is the new mint I grew. I want to propagate some. Peppermint, ginger. This thyme, ew, not thyme, rosemary. It is ugly, and I don't know if I should just trim them back and see what lives. And here is cucumbers. They are the silver slicers. Beautiful. Got some cucumbers. Oh wait, those got left on the plant. So I need to harvest those seeds. I don't know. What is this, people? I don't know if you can see on there. All this yucky stuff on there. I always try to plant these beans and never get quite enough. So maybe I'm just going to plant a crap load of them next year. I don't know what I'm doing with those carrots. They've been there a year. I tried one super bitter. Actually, not a year. Planted them in the fall. Didn't get around to harvesting them. Need to go through here and pick up these little things that were holding the shade cloth up, and garbage that's blown in from who knows where. That's some cleanup I need to do. This, just my son didn't water. A lot of things died. Need to decide what I want to do in there. What I want to do in here. What are you? Probably a basil. More basil. More basil. Planted lots of basil. See, here are these beans again. I just didn't get here to harvest them. I think my discouraging thing is because of my schedule, I don't harvest things. I need to find someone to harvest things. What you doing over here? You are, an spearmint. The one I have was a peppermint over there. So I need to water, see what's going on there. I think it's just hot. In here I did plant a few more tomatoes that I got, and I didn't label them. Most of them were Romas or something. Clean up over here. Can't get in. The milkweed, and finally got an okra. Hiding in there. Got 2 okras in there. This was my attempt at a Three Sisters garden that didn't do quite well. It's got 1 stalk of corn, green beans all falling over, dying. Has this either, I think it's spider mites. I think I have issues every year with spider mites with my beans. I have the oil, didn't get in and spray them. So I need to decide what I want to plant and not plant. What happened to you, okra guy? It was this red okra, and he'd just been dying, and his hands are just going off harvesting aphid country here. So, did plant this squash a couple months ago. I think he's just too hot. This pepper bed's not doing so well. I turned down the drip system, and I thought they were getting too much water, and now not enough water, and all right, things that make me sad. Coming down here, got more of these beans. Yeah, there's a few that I can harvest today, but they're still full of ants and aphids. Do I want to? New tomatoes in there I planted. New tomato there, there. And there is one Roselle here. He's just a little guy. Back here, you can really tell the difference between these Roselles. But I don't know if they were planted at a different time. I don't know. Between the Roselles over there, they already have flowers and husks on them. And beautiful flowers. Beautiful plants. I'll probably still plant it, even if I don't do anything with it. But supposedly you can make jelly and tea out of them. In here, right now I'm a little too afraid to go in there. Right here in this whole entrance of this cattle paddle is a spider web with little spiders right there. Some melon plants going on in there. Some of them have melons, some of them don't, some of them died. So then coming over here, these last beds. I think this was fennel I planted. That is my Karabachi pepper. No, Shishitu pepper. So sad that he didn't do well. This is one I bought from the garden center. butterbell, green beans. Sometimes I just grow plants to die. These I think were snake beans. I need to harvest those because I didn't harvest them to eat them because I wasn't here. Pepper plant bed over here. Yeah, it's sad. Has all that stuff on it that I need to figure out what to spray. I don't think that one's going to make it. The eggplant was like, I'm out. 1, 2, and 3 all died, and they're supposed to be year-round plants. This pepper bed is struggling. I just bought, so I don't understand, Mr. Betterbell, what happened to you? And more basil, more basil. Cucamelon that I just said, go do your thing. Don't care. Mouse melon, cucamelon, whatever you want to call it. He doesn't have anything on him yet, but he hit the shade cloth and then just. So this is an update. We'll see how much more I get done. I wonder if these are tomato plants in here. Not quite sure what they are. These chives I planted, or green onions I planted last time I was down. So I think these are chives over here that I planted last year. They're starting to do their thing. So the amount of weeds and grass I pulled, a little out of breath if you can hear me, was raking this up. It's all tangled. My husband calls it spider grass. But now that I've combed it out, there is no more that will come out. And I have to do it by hand. And did that for a while, and it's hot, and I'm tired. These things, I've heard them called Jerusalem berries. They have little thorns at the bottom. So I try to get them young, but when you're not here, as you see, I filled it up. A whole green recycle bin that I'll put out. But thank you for learning and growing with the Woodpile.